There we go. Okay, so hi. Today I'm doing a bit of a different thing. Like I'm in. Okay, so hi. Today I'm doing a bit different thing. I'm actually supposed to be on vacation in France, but I needed to go home to Sweden to pick up my son, so he could join to France. And when I did that, I also had the chance to go to Täby Center to shoot some treatments of horses before and after, and with some help of thermal imaging. Sorry about the train in the background, and some other types of testing. So I'm here, I'm doing a lot of drone footage today. We'll put it in. I'll also put some drone footage in from France, maybe, perhaps. And yes, I'm gonna try to make them a case movie regarding their treatment of horses. They treat the fascia. And for you who don't know what fascia is, the biggest organ in the human body and also in horses. It's kind of the tissue that keeps it all together, and it surrounds all of your muscles and everything. It's a bit of a, wilding out there. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing today, and I'm gonna fly my drone back here. So I think. Okay, yeah, so sorry about the noise. But yeah, so what we're doing here today is we're filming this and I'm gonna put it into a case movie. And this week it's not gonna be, such a super easy, cool tutorial or something long. It's gonna be a short movie. I'm gonna show some footage from here. Maybe I'll put the entire video up. It's been a lot of things going on. I actually had a really nice confirmation of a project that I'm going to do. It's going to be over the course of a year, and it's not in filmmaking, it's more in app development, but more about that later when the app releases. And yeah, I also had a nice meeting this morning with a company doing online education. So I'm going to, present a case to them, and hopefully we'll get that one as well. But yeah, anyone more than me that really do not like low battery prompt. But yeah, so what are you gonna do? I've had a few comments on my the video I had from before with DaVinci remote monitoring that you should use the remote monitor app. I actually didn't know there was one, but it's basically the exact same thing. So I think that's an app you use more if you have DaVinci on your computer and you want to remote monitor. I'm gonna look into it a bit more, but I might actually do one video about that as well. But I don't see the function because I don't see the function because it's basically the exact same thing, but you view it on a laptop or a desktop instead of the phone. And for me, the reason I showed it was for the simplicity of having the phone, because that's what makes everything, worthwhile in that sort of sense, because I want to see how it looks on a mobile, especially with, iPhones. You have the true tone shifts, you have the gammas. So I think that's also a nice one. But as you can see here, I'm going to cut in some drone footage from this place. It's actually quite a nice horseback riding school. And yeah, I mean, it's a good day in Sweden, except for the weather. It's still a t-shirt weather. I think it's probably like 17, 18 degrees. But I actually can't wait to go back to France because we had 32 degrees Celsius and a nice pool. So that's definitely a lot more pleasant to do your work in, for sure. Otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of things new. Like I said, the project with the app, the project with the online education company. We have a potato company in the Netherlands, me and Ruben. yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna try to film a whole lot more when I am in France, and I think now for the last 4 or 5 videos, I've said, okay, I'm gonna shoot the comparison from the Ivascope and the Blazar, and trust me, it's coming. I think it's perfect to shoot that one in France, but it's just a matter of getting the time to do it. I haven't had the time yet, so hopefully I will shoot in France this week, and that will be the next week's video. Yeah. Also, this weekend it's the IBC in Amsterdam. I have no idea what it stands for. International. Oh, yeah. One more project that I haven't actually spoken about here in the blog. It's I'm starting a podcast, or it looks like I'm starting a podcast. It will be a very easygoing kind of talks with people in the industry from all over the world. I know there's quite a few, content creators having a podcast and talking to other content creators, but the main thing about those is like it's big YouTubers talking to big YouTubers, and it kind of, for me as a small YouTuber or for me as a content creator working in different countries, I think that it's more interesting for me to have a talk to people in other countries to see, okay, how's the market in your place? If you're a gaffer, if you're a DOP, if you're just a cameraman, if you're a regular content creator. So I think that's a podcast that hopefully will hit home with a lot of people. I had a meeting with a guy from Backlit Films. Yeah, I'll just post this link here or here or there. Yeah, I'll post his Instagram somewhere in this image. Peter Jackson, also, it's not the Lord of the Rings guys, but it's a mighty name. And we spoke some about the podcast, and like speaking to him about the podcast would have also made a good podcast episode. So I think there's definitely a market for it. And Peter, same as my friend Mika, they have positive things to say. Now it's just a matter of finding a name, the logo, and the small details. So we it's me and my 8 other personalities, obviously. We're having a talk. Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking about it, and I'm talking to myself about it, obviously, and some friends to see, would this be viable and how would we work with it? I know I'm going to use Riverside as the platform to do it because I want to have a good quality audio and I want to have a good quality video. And what they do is like they record it locally and then upload it into the cloud. So you can have a good talk with, a fairly low quality. So you don't need that much bandwidth, and then it uploads. So it's, I think it's a really good solution. You can also go via your phone there as well. But now talking with movie makers and people in the film industry, I do think that it's going to be somewhat of a competition to rig it out to look as cool as possible. But we'll see. I might be wrong. But yeah, anyway, it's just a small little update. I'm just waiting now for it to be the 22nd, because then the Rode Wireless Pro will be released, which means that I can shrink down my Sony FX6 rig without the top panel, hopefully, if I can input the timecode from the Rode into the Sony in an easy way. I hope so. I really, really hope so. Based on what Rode's saying, it should be possible, and that kind of changes the game quite a lot. Sure, I need to have record on the little microphones and then take it into the computer, but I also think 32-bit float will be really nice. And if any one of you guys that watches this channel, because I know my channel is fairly new, I don't know what my viewers are just yet. So if you're a new filmmaker, if you're a businessman, or if you are, I don't know, something in between this big spectrum, let me know if you want to know what 32-bit float is. There's tons of videos explaining it, but I would love to make a video about it when I actually get the Rode Wireless Pro. So yeah, I actually need to run into the stables now and shoot a treatment. I will actually add in some pictures from that as well. I probably already did it earlier in the video. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna do it right now when I'm talking about it. And yeah, I think that's about it. I need to kind of pack it up and go pick up Lude and go to France. So, tjena!